The NFL offseason is in full swing, and the New England Patriots have been incredibly active, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But while the defense is being built into what could be a top-tier unit, the biggest question marks still remain on offense. What is the plan for giving rookie quarterback Drake May the weapons and protection he needs? That's what we're going to break down today as we dive into the hottest questions from Patriots fans and analyze what could be next for New England. Let's start with the defense because, at this point, there are no excuses for this unit not to be elite. With the sheer number of signings and moves the Patriots have made, if they don't finish as a top 10 defense, maybe even top 5, then something has gone seriously wrong. The team has been aggressive in free agency, adding run stoppers like Robert Spillane and Harold Landry, while also improving the secondary with Carlton Davis to pair alongside Christian Gonzalez. On top of that, they made a major investment in the defensive line by signing Milton Williams to a massive 4-year, $100 million contract. These moves are designed to bring the Patriots' defense back to the dominant standard that fans have come to expect over the years. If that doesn't happen, fingers will start pointing directly at the front office. But while the defense looks like it's in great shape, the same cannot be said for the offense. And that's where the frustration is starting to grow among Patriots fans. One of the biggest questions being asked right now is simple. When is New England going to get a legitimate offensive weapon for Drake May? The team has 3 main paths to do this: trades, free agency, or the draft. But so far, they haven't made the kind of splash that many were hoping for. Ideally, the best way to add an impact player would be through a trade. This would allow the Patriots to immediately bring in a proven wide receiver to help their young quarterback. But the problem is that many of the best available receivers are still in limbo as teams try to figure out their long-term plans. There are still several big-name free agents unsigned, and that uncertainty is causing a delay in potential trade talks. Until the rest of the league starts making moves, the Patriots might be stuck waiting longer than they'd like. And wide receiver isn't the only concern. The Patriots also need to upgrade their offensive line, particularly on the left side. They have already made some solid moves by adding Jonna Bradbury and retaining Michael Onwenu, while also bringing in veteran Morgan Moses. But the left tackle and left guard spots remain a major question mark. If the Patriots can't pull off a trade or sign a veteran before the draft, they may be forced to use one of their early picks to shore up the line, which could limit their ability to target a premier wide receiver early on. One potential strategy that has been suggested by fans is to follow a blueprint similar to what the Chargers did: secure the best available offensive lineman first, then trade up for a dynamic receiver in the late first round. One of the top offensive linemen linked to the Patriots is Will Campbell. He has been viewed as a strong fit for the left side of the line and could be a long-term solution at either left tackle or left guard. Some scouts have raised concerns about his arm length and size, but his versatility and skill set make him an attractive option for a team that desperately needs stability up front. However, this approach only makes sense if the Patriots don't have a chance to draft a true game-changer at wide receiver with their early pick. One name that keeps coming up is Travis Hunter, a generational talent who could be a difference-maker on both offense and defense. If Hunter is still available when the Patriots are on the clock, it would be extremely difficult to justify passing on him. But that's the problem. There's no guarantee he'll still be there. The Patriots are picking 4th overall, and their ability to land Hunter will ultimately depend on what the teams ahead of them decide to do. If he's off the board, then targeting a lineman like Campbell and looking for a receiver later in the draft might become the best available option. That leads to another interesting trade question. Would the Patriots consider trading the 4th overall pick for a proven superstar like Micah Parsons? On paper, it sounds like a dream scenario. Parsons is one of the most dominant defensive players in the league, and adding him to an already stacked defense would make New England an absolute nightmare for opposing offenses. But realistically, this type of trade isn't likely to happen. The Cowboys know what they have in Parsons, and unless Jerry Jones suddenly decides to shake things up in a major way, it's hard to see him letting go of one of his best players. Another major name being thrown around in Patriots discussions is Stephon Diggs. Fans are debating whether he would be a good fit for Drake May, and while the idea of adding a veteran receiver with Diggs' skill set is intriguing, there are some concerns. The Patriots were rumored to have ruled out both Diggs and Amari Cooper earlier in the offseason, which raises the question, what did they see that made them hesitant? With several other veteran receivers like DK Metcalf and T. Higgins still in the mix, it's possible that the Patriots are waiting to see how the market plays out before making a final decision. At this point, though, it feels like the Patriots can't afford to be too picky. If they go into the season without a true number one receiver, it could severely stunt Drake May's development. There are still solid options out there. Tyler Lockett, for example, could be a sneaky good addition. He's not the same type of physical presence as Metcalf or Higgins, but he has reliable hands, veteran leadership, and the ability to make big plays. That kind of experience could be invaluable for a young quarterback trying to find his footing in the NFL. One final debate among Patriots fans revolves around how the team should prioritize its draft strategy. Offense or defense first? Given how much effort they've already put into the defensive side of the ball in free agency, it makes sense for them to focus on offense early in the draft. The best-case scenario would be landing a playmaker like Hunter or an elite offensive lineman like Campbell, then using the second round to target a high-upside receiver like Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. If the Patriots do go with a lineman in round one, it's still possible to find impact wide receivers later in the draft. Players like Teteroa McMillan could be available in the late first or early second round, and even guys like Savion Williams could be solid additions in the later rounds. The key will be balancing the immediate need for offensive playmakers with the long-term goal of building a strong foundation for May. As we get closer to the 2025 season, one thing is clear: New England's defense looks like it has the potential to be one of the best in the league. But if the offense doesn't get some help soon, it could hold the entire team back. The Patriots need to make a move, and they need to do it sooner rather than later. The question now is, will they make the right one? The Patriots are in a crucial phase of their rebuild, and while their defense is shaping up to be a dominant force, the offense remains a work in progress. The challenge now is finding the right balance between continuing to build a strong foundation for the future and giving rookie quarterback Drake May the tools he needs to succeed immediately. This is where the front office has to make some tough decisions, especially when it comes to the draft and potential trades. One of the biggest dilemmas facing the team is whether to prioritize protection for May or weapons for him to throw to. On one hand, a great offensive line can make any quarterback look better, giving him time to process the defense and make the right throws. On the other hand, even the best offensive line won't matter if there aren't reliable playmakers to catch the ball. The Patriots have been in this exact situation before, drafting a quarterback high and failing to surround him with talent. They can't afford to make the same mistake with May. That's why the wide receiver position is such a hot topic among Patriots fans. The team has options in the draft, with players like Travis Hunter, Teteroa McMillan, and Jaden Higgins all potentially available at different points. But there's also the possibility of swinging a trade for an established receiver. The problem is that the best available players either come with hefty price tags or uncertain futures. The Patriots have been linked to names like Stephon Diggs and Keenan Allen, but there are reasons to be cautious. Diggs, for example, has been a dominant receiver in the past, but has also shown signs of decline and frustration in recent years. Allen remains one of the most reliable route runners in the league, but his age and injury history could make him a risky acquisition. If the Patriots do decide to pursue a veteran receiver, they'll need to consider not just the player's talent, but also how he fits into their system. New England's offense has struggled with integrating star receivers in the past, often relying on complex route concepts that take time to learn. That's why a younger, more adaptable player from the draft might be a better option. But that strategy also comes with risks. Rookie receivers don't always make an immediate impact, and the Patriots need someone who can help right away. Meanwhile, the offensive line situation continues to be a concern. New England has taken steps to improve the group, but there's still work to be done. Michael Onwenu is a solid piece, and the addition of Morgan Moses provides some much-needed veteran presence. But the left side of the line remains a major question mark. If the Patriots want to ensure that May has the best chance to succeed, they might have to use their first-round pick on a lineman like Will Campbell instead of a receiver. This would be a safer move in some ways, Bolstering the offensive line would not only help May, but also improve the running game, making life easier for the entire offense. The other option, of course, is to trade back in the draft and acquire additional assets. This is something the Patriots have done frequently in the past, and it could be a smart move again this year. By moving down a few spots, they could still land a high-quality player while also picking up extra draft capital to address other needs. If they believe they can get a solid receiver in the second round, this could be the best way to maximize their draft haul. Another major question surrounding the Patriots is what they plan to do with quarterback Joe Milton. The team has reportedly been shopping him around, looking for a third-round pick in return. But the market for backup quarterbacks is tricky. Teams aren't always willing to give up valuable draft picks for a player who might not see the field. If the Patriots can find a right trade partner, they could turn Milton into a useful asset. But if they can't, they may have to hold on to him and reassess their options later in the offseason. There's also been speculation about whether the Patriots should consider a bold trade involving their 4th overall pick. Some fans have floated the idea of trading it for a star defensive player like Micah Parsons. While Parsons would undoubtedly make the defense even stronger, it's hard to imagine the Cowboys parting with him unless they receive an incredible offer. The Patriots need to be careful about how they use this pick. While adding an elite defensive player would be exciting, they have more pressing needs on offense. The other factor to consider is the long-term direction of the team. If the Patriots truly believe that Drake May is their franchise quarterback, they need to do everything possible to set him up for success. That means not just focusing on short-term fixes, but also making smart, sustainable moves for the future. Whether that means drafting a lineman, trading for a receiver, or making a blockbuster move, the decisions made this offseason will have a major impact on the team's trajectory. The AFC East is becoming more competitive every year, and the Patriots can't afford to fall further behind. The Bills, Dolphins, and Jets all have talented rosters and established quarterbacks. If New England wants to keep pace, they need to build an offense that can consistently put points on the board. That starts with making the right moves now. The next few weeks will be crucial as the team finalizes its draft strategy and explores potential trades. Fans are eager to see how the Patriots will approach this pivotal moment, and the pressure is on the front office to deliver. If they get it right, New England could be on the path to returning to relevance. If they get it wrong, they risk another season of frustration and disappointment. One thing is certain, whatever happens next, Patriots fans will be watching closely. The excitement, the anticipation, and the uncertainty all make this one of the most important off-seasons in recent memory. Now, it's up to the team to make the right moves and prove that they are ready to take the next step forward. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriot Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In the high-stakes world of the NFL, few stories have been as captivating as the New England Patriots' interest in one of the league's most dynamic quarterbacks, Joe Burrow. The Cincinnati Bengals star, known for his poise under pressure and his incredible ability to perform in clutch moments, has become the subject of intense speculation. As the Patriots look to reignite their championship aspirations, could Burrow be the piece that finally fills the void left by Tom Brady's departure? For Burrow, his trajectory has been nothing short of spectacular. From his college glory days at LSU, where he won the Heisman and led the Tigers to a national championship, to his historic NFL career, culminating in a Super Bowl appearance with the Bengals, Burrow's reputation has soared. But even amidst the brightest lights, his name has recently been linked to one of the most storied franchises in NFL history, the Patriots. Could Bill Belichick and the Patriots see in Burrow the next great quarterback to bring New England back to the top? Despite Burrow's long-term commitment to the Bengals, including a record-breaking contract extension in 2023, rumors of the Patriots' interest have begun to swirl. With the Bengals facing an uncertain future and Burrow coming off a challenging start to the 2024 season, it's not hard to imagine why the Patriots would target a quarterback of his caliber. New England's current quarterback situation has been inconsistent, and the allure of securing a young, proven leader with Burrow's skill set is too tempting to ignore. The Patriots' pursuit of Burrow speaks to a larger trend in the NFL, a quest for a franchise quarterback that could define a generation. Burrow, already nicknamed Joe Cool for his demeanor in the most intense situations, has demonstrated time and time again that he can deliver when the stakes are highest. New England, under Belichick's direction, is no stranger to making bold moves, and this pursuit could be the biggest gamble yet in the team's efforts to reclaim its former dominance. As the season progresses and Burrow's future with Cincinnati continues to unfold, the question remains, will the New England Patriots be the team to land the quarterback of the future? With so much on the line, both for Burrow and for Belichick's legacy, this pursuit could be the start of a new era in New England football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.